Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we're looking at Module 4 of our DellEMC course, which focuses on DellEMC PowerProtect DD.
Yes.
You might know this better by its former name, Data Domain.
That's right.
What we want to do with this deep dive is think of it as like an instructor's guide.
Oh, cool.
To go through these lessons and give your students an understanding of just what this technology is and why it's so important.
A data protection powerhouse, as we call it.
That is a very good way to put it.
All right.
So
5 lessons in there.
5 lessons.
Yeah.
We'll be hitting the core concepts from each of them.
Absolutely.
And then we'll even touch on the homework assignment at the end.
We will.
So let's unpack Lesson 1.
Okay.
PowerProtect DD Origin and Justification.
All right.
So to kick this off, we need to take our students back to the basics.
Yeah.
Back in the day when tape libraries were the way to go.
I remember those days.
What were the advantages of tape that made it so popular for so long?
Well, they were low cost.
Mm.
They had portability, high capacity, and ingest rates.
Okay.
You could walk out of the building with your entire backup in your hand.
That is true.
Yeah.
But then we got to hit them with those downsides.
Right.
What are the downsides of tape?
Well, I mean, because it's portable, it's also pretty fragile.
Mm-hmm.
Limited lifespan.
Yeah.
Painfully slow restores.
Yes.
It's a management nightmare in the library.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do disaster recovery with tapes.
Yeah. So at that point, maybe we start looking at, okay, basic disk-based backup storage.
Right.
What are the advantages there?
Well, the RTO is low,
Okay.
much faster to restore.
Okay.
You have inherent fault tolerance, easy replication for disaster recovery.
If there's one big drawback, right?
The cost, yeah.
100 times more expensive than tape.
Oof, that's a lot.
Big price tag.
So how do we reconcile the need for speed, reliability, disaster recovery with these budget constraints?
Well, this is where we unveil our hero,
Okay.
deduplication.
There it is.
It's always deduplication.
It is.
So how does deduplication make disk-based backup economically feasible?
Well, it brings that cost down to 5 to 7 times that of tape
Okay.
without sacrificing the other benefits.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Data Domain
Right.
and their patented deduplication technology.
Yeah.
This is something they've been doing for a very long time, right?
Yeah. Since 2004, they've been pioneers in the field.
Wow.
60% market share,
Wow.
leading the charge today.
What are some of the stats that we can hit our students with?
94 terabytes per hour ingest rate.
Wow.
Logical capacity up to 97 petabytes with 60x deduplication ratio.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
All right, so Lesson 2,
All right.
positioning and uniqueness.
Okay.
So why is PowerProtect DD often referred to as the backup storage of last resort?
Because of how robust it is.
Okay.
High-speed deduplication with SISL,
Okay.
invulnerability of the DIA, seamless disaster tolerance through replication, and it can integrate with any backup application.
It's pretty versatile.
Very.
So let's break these down for the students,
Okay.
starting with SISL.
Okay.
Stream-informed segment layout,
Okay.
Data Domain's secret weapon
It is.
for high-speed deduplication.
Yeah.
So how does it work?
Well, the ingest rate actually scales with CPU performance.
Okay.
More powerful processor, the faster the backup's going to be.
Right.
It minimizes the disk reads
Okay.
by identifying duplicates in RAM.
Okay.
99% of them are caught before they even hit the disk.
Wow. So it's like
Yeah.
this super efficient detective scanning for duplicates
I like
in record time.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah.
Now, when we explain SISL, we want to keep it high level,
Okay.
segmenting the data,
Mm-hmm.
creating the fingerprints,
Yeah.
filtering out those duplicates,
Okay.
compressing the unique segments,
Yeah.
and writing them to disk.
Okay.
Nice and simple.
So there's 2 types of compression at play here.
Yes.
We have global compression,
Fine.
always on,
Always on.
for deduplication,
Okay, and then we have local compression.
which is optional.
Okay.
Uses industry standard algorithms
Okay.
like LZGZ and GZFast.
All right, so global compression is focused on finding those duplicates.
Right.
Local compression is about squeezing as much data as possible.
Into that valuable storage space.
Excellent.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're at DIA,
The superhero.
the superhero of data protection.
That's right. Data invulnerability architecture.
So maybe this is one that we need a diagram for.
Oh, for sure.
For students to really grasp,
Yeah.
show how it combines end-to-end verification,
Right.
fault avoidance and containment,
Yes.
continuous fault detection and healing,
Mm-hmm.
and file system recoverability
Absolutely.
to create that data fortress.
Love it.
So let's break each of these down.
Okay.
Starting with end-to-end verification.
Right.
This isn't just writing data and hoping for the best.
No. Right. It verifies everything.
How so?
Checks file system metadata.
The user data itself,
Mm-hmm.
even the stripe integrity, reads the data after it's written,
Okay.
compares it with what was sent,
Mm-hmm.
makes sure it's reachable and uncorrupted.
Okay, so no room for errors.
Absolutely not.
What are checksums?
Checksums.
Yes. How do they play a role?
Those are the unique fingerprints of the data.
Okay.
PowerProtect DD analyzes the incoming data,
Mm-hmm.
generates these checksums for each segment,
Okay.
uses those checksums to verify data integrity after every single backup operation.
So like a lie detector test for your data.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so fault avoidance and containment.
Okay.
This is all about clever design.
Okay.
New data never overwrites existing data.
Smart.
Fewer complex data structures.
Okay.
Non-volatile RAM for fast and safe restarts.
Okay.
Protect your data in transit, even with power outages.
So it's like having a whole team of engineers
Yeah.
constantly monitoring and fine-tuning the system.
Right.
So nothing goes wrong.
Exactly.
But what if an error does slip through?
That's where a continuous fault detection and healing comes in.
Okay.
System health is constantly monitored,
Okay.
both at the file system level and the RAID level.
So it's self-healing.
Yes,
That's pretty cool.
it is,
Scanning for any problems and repairing them
before they become big problems.
before they become big problems.
Yeah.
Now, file system recoverability.
All right.
This is like the worst case scenario, right?
Yeah, if the file system itself is damaged,
Yeah.
this is where we explain the self-describing format used by PowerProtect DD.
Okay.
If that metadata is lost or corrupted,
Yeah.
it can be reconstructed from the data itself,
Oh, wow.
like a backup of your backup.
That is peace of mind right there.
Yeah, DIA is a great example of data domain's commitment to data protection.
So I think we've given our fellow instructors a great foundation
I agree.
for teaching the first two lessons of this module.
We have hit all the key concepts.
We did.
Gave them some nice, helpful analogies
Mm-hmm.
and some good tips for making it engaging for those students.
Excellent.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to part 2 of our deep dive on PowerProtect DD Module 4.
So in the last part, we were looking at, the origins of deduplication.
Right.
Why data domain is the powerhouse that it is.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go into lessons 3, 4, and 5.
Okay. Sounds good.
So let's jump right into lesson 3,
All right.
high-level architecture.
Not high level.
So now we're getting into, showing the students
Yeah.
what this system actually looks like.
Right.
So let's break down the hardware.
Yeah.
What are the components of a PowerProtect DD system?
Well, we have the expansion shelves
Okay.
and the controller.
All right, so the expansion shelves, these are like the data warehouses.
Right.
This is where we're storing all that backed up data.
Yep. High capacity, low speed HDDs.
Okay, and each shelf is protected by RAID 6?
One RAID group per shelf.
Okay, so 2 drives can fail.
That's right.
No data lost.
Exactly.
That's that data redundancy in action. And the combined capacity of all these shelves represents the usable, raw, deduplicated capacity for backups.
That's where the magic happens.
So the controller,
Right.
what's going on over here?
This is the brains of the operation.
Okay.
The rack-mounted server with all that Intel processing power.
Lots of cores.
Multi-core.
Yep, runs the DDoS.
Handles the deduplication.
Mm-hmm.
The data ingest,
Right.
replication, all those advanced features.
Yeah, what about connectivity?
Oh, tons of it.
Okay.
Multiple Ethernet adapters for LAN connectivity.
Right.
Optional fiber channel HBA for SAN.
All right.
Boot SSDs in RAID 1 for the DDoS
That's
SDIS controller to connect those expansion shelves.
Hmm.
Dedicated NVRAM card for hardware deduplication.
It was like the Swiss Army knife of data protection.
It really is.
It can do it all.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the deduplication file system structure.
Okay, this is an interesting one.
How do we want to explain this to the students?
Well, there are 2 main directories.
Okay,
You have data, which lives on those expansion shelves.
that's where the backups live.
That's where the backups live.
Okay.
And then you have DVAR,
Okay.
which sits on those RAID 1 SSDs in the controller.
And that's where we have all the DDoS files.
Right. No backup data is stored there.
Gotcha.
No deduplication either.
Okay, so within data,
Mm-hmm.
we have col1.
Col1, this is our collection of unique variable size blocks of data.
Okay.
All that metadata needed to reconstruct the backups.
The foundation of deduplicated data storage.
Exactly.
And then beneath col1 are the M trees,
M-trays,
managed tree,
managed trees.
a filing
The
system.
filing system for backups.
The backup HR backup sales.
Makes it easy to manage.
Neatly organized.
Yep.
So the DDoS itself,
Oh, yeah.
it's Linux-like, but with a specific purpose.
Right.
manage those backups.
That's his job.
So in its most basic form, it allows multiple backup applications to access that usable deduplicated capacity.
Right through the Ethernet LAN.
It's the traffic hub,
I like it.
directing all that data,
To the right place.
and it also offers those familiar CIFS shares and NFS exports.
Right. Each M tree gets its own share or
It
export
makes it easy for the backup applications.
to interact with the system.
So now we get into the fun stuff,
The optional features.
the licensed features.
The licensed features.
Things like DD Boost.
Oh, DD Boost?
What is DD Boost?
This is where we get source-side deduplication,
Okay.
even better performance and efficiency.
All right. And then for disaster recovery scenarios,
We have replication to
Mhm.
a remote DD system
Okay.
for that added protection.
we can also talk about retention lock,
Yes. Retention lock.
which ensures data immutability
Right.
for compliance and data protection,
Very important.
and VTL,
Yeah.
virtual tape library.
A blast from the past.
It is.
The backup applications can write to DD as if it was a tape library.
So they don't even know the difference.
That's right.
And then for our cloud friends,
Yes.
we can talk about DD Cloud Tier,
Extending DD capabilities to the cloud.
AWS Azure.
All the big ones.
So PowerProtect DD is pretty versatile.
Oh, yeah.
It can fit a lot of different needs.
Who cared?
Okay. Lesson 4,
All right.
data paths and protocol.
Here we go.
How does data actually flow within a PowerProtect DD environment?
Okay, so first we got to outline those typical data paths. All right. For backups, we're usually using Ethernet LAN and or fiber channel SAN.
Okay.
For replication to that offsite disaster recovery location,
Mm-hmm.
we're using IP WAN.
Okay.
And if we need to, we can copy to tape as well.
So it's like this network of highways
Yes.
for your data,
That's a good way to put it.
going where it needs to go.
To the right place.
So how does the choice of protocol affect how the backup application interacts with PowerProtect DD?
Well, if we're using LAN, CFS, NFS,
Yeah.
the backup application just sees it as regular file-based storage.
Just like a shared network drive.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But if we use LANSN VTL,
Yeah.
now the backup application thinks it's talking to a take library with drives, takes, slots, the whole 9 yards.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
And then there's Lance and DD Boost.
Yes.
This is where we get into the advanced features.
Expert mode.
So this allows the backup application to really take advantage of all those features.
Through the DD Boost API protocol,
So one of the features I love is the distributed segment processing.
DFSP.
So this is where we can explain source-side deduplication,
Right.
how it happens at the client level.
Only unique data gets sent over.
Really boosts those ingestion rates.
Oh, yeah. Offloads the DD system.
And then manage file replication.
This is good for disaster recovery.
So backup applications can create clones on a remote DD system.
With that source-side deduplication efficiency.
So faster, more efficient disaster recovery.
Who wouldn't want that?
I know I would.
Right.
So DD Boost has a lot of other features too.
Oh, yeah. Interface groups, virtual synthetics, instant recovery.
So much versatility.
Yeah, it's got it all.
Okay, last lesson, lesson 5,
Right.
DD Systems Overview.
Here we go.
This is where we need to explain the different deployment options.
Right.
So we have 2 main choices.
Physical appliances and virtual appliances.
Physical appliances, those are the big ones.
The heavy hitters
The heavy hitters, high performance capacity, and availability.
designed for that.
And then we have the virtual appliances.
DDVE.
DDVE, the software-defined option.
That's right, running on things like VMware ESXi.
So this offers flexibility, scalability, and cost-effectiveness.
Good for smaller environments, or if you want to go the software-defined route.
So DDVE has a lot of different use cases.
It does.
Remote or branch office data centers,
Right?
enhancing data protection in virtualized environments,
Allowed integration.
backup and restore for a bunch of different applications and data types.
It's a real all-rounder.
It really is.
Yeah.
And we are back
Part 3.
for the final part of our deep dive into DellEMC PowerProtect DD Module 4.
That's right.
We've made it.
We have.
We've covered all the lessons, given some teaching tips along the way. Now it's time to talk about that homework assignment.
All right, let's do it.
So this assignment is all about getting the students to think a little bit beyond just the basics.
Right. Apply what they've learned.
Yeah, put that knowledge into practice.
Okay.
So for this assignment, we want the students to look at the DellEMC Specialist System Administrator PowerProtect DD 3.0 certification.
A mouthful,
It is a mouthful.
but a valuable credential.
So we can explain to the students that this certification
Yes.
is something that's, sought after in the IT world.
Oh, for sure.
It shows that you really have a deep understanding
Yeah,
of
yeah.
managing and operating
Right.
PowerProtect DD systems. It's
Exactly.
like a badge of honor
I like that.
for data protection professionals.
Yeah.
So to make this assignment a little bit more engaging,
Okay.
We can suggest that students break into small groups,
All right.
explore the certification description together.
Oh, I like that.
So they can, brainstorm the skills and knowledge required, maybe discuss potential career paths,
Yeah.
even share their own experiences
Okay.
with data protection.
Sounds good.
And to help them out, we can give them some key questions to consider.
All right, like what?
So things like, what are the core competencies covered by the certification?
Okay.
What types of job roles would benefit from this certification? What resources are available to prepare for the exam?
Good stuff.
Really getting them thinking about,
Yeah.
how these concepts relate to real-world jobs.
Absolutely.
And to help them out even more, we can point them to
Yeah.
the Telegram group chat
Oh, yeah.
at Ask Kuzma and DellEMC VMware.
Catchy name,
It is catchy.
but a great resource.
It is a fantastic resource for anyone interested in PowerProtect DD,
For sure.
whether they're thinking about getting the certification
Yeah.
or just want to learn more and connect with people.
It's a vibrant community
It is.
filled with learners, experts, instructors
All passionate.
about data protection.
So students can use this group to ask questions, share insights, get feedback on their study plans.
Find a study buddy.
Or,
Very cool.
there you have it.
We did.
Our guide to teaching Module 4
We covered it all.
of the DellEMC PowerProtect DD course.
Key concepts.
Yeah.
Practical tips.
We gave them all the information.
Homework assignment ideas.
Hopefully our fellow instructors
Yeah.
feel confident now in guiding their students through the world of data protection.
With PowerProtect DD.
Because ultimately the goal is to empower those students.
Right.
Give them the knowledge and skills
Yep.
they need to succeed in this field.
And it's an ever-evolving field.
It is.
Very important.
And with PowerProtect DD,
Mm-hmm.
they'll be ready to take on any data protection challenge.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this journey.
Yeah, this was fun.
Until next time, keep those data centers safe.
And those backups running.
See you later.
Bye.